Hello everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. Today we're back at the village, and we're going to be working on sort of expanding the ground here, where I want to expand the walls to of the village. As you can see, I've already sort of started on here. I made a video that sort of explained what the plans were, but then I scrapped it just because it was just sort of rambly and talky and all of that. And too short to upload, but still rambly at the same time. But so essentially, the plan is I'm going to expand uh, the walls of the village out to here to encompass our storage building and increase the amount of space that we have in order to just build more houses for the villagers because there's not much room down here. Um, like there's a tiny bit of space right here and tiny bit of space right here, but um, nothing that I can build anything quite as big as this. So we're just going to sort of expand. And I haven't quite decided the best way to go about that yet. But basically, what I'm going to do is, or what I've been doing is, I came over to here. So this is going to be actually, so up to this block here is all going to be this height here, and then up there is going to be the height of that, and then everything from here on out is going to be up to that height, which is the height of where the storage building's at. And then we're going to, over here, we're going to expand this wall out, essentially just over to here. Like, it's going to be this. So if we go into our free cam, we can see I flattened this area out, and so we'll lower this wall down here, and then up here we'll raise up the wall and fill all this. We're not going to fill it in, because I might build something underground too, and I don't need it all to be dirt. But we did fill in part of it, like down here we did fill in all of this. But we're also going to lower this portion down to this level, and then once all of this is filled in, we're going to um, figure out the best way to build a wall around it. I'm probably going to make the walls thicker than just one block, because I would also like to put some towers up in like different corners and along the wall. Partially because I find it very difficult to fly over the walls and just get to where I'm trying to go. Um, which is fine, but like right now it's a big pain because I'll try and get back up and I have to run all the way around here in order to get back up here. Um, and I don't necessarily want to use ladders in too many spots just because villagers can climb ladders and zombies can climb ladders, and it becomes a whole issue. Um, but so I'm gonna set up some like little watchtower posts and just towers along the wall, so I can climb up those and ladders and have them like iron doored off. So I can just get up and use those as a little high ground area for me to fly up if that becomes necessary. But so the goal for today is to just expand the or just finish filling with dirt. I don't have much on me at the moment. Um, I also updated the texture pack. We're using the 3D, some 3D items here. I was looking for some better shaders. I'm trying to find a decent looking like VHS shader. There was one that looked really cool, but it didn't. For whatever reason, it wasn't working with the. Um, for whatever reason, it wasn't working with this version of Minecraft. It said it was updated, but I'll have to look into that more, and maybe it has some conflicts with a different mod that I'm using, or just like this version of Iris, or uh, I might have already set the texture pack that I'm using, but that could be the culprit. But I'll have to look into that separately. But for now, I just need a bunch of dirt. We're going to use all the dirt first before we get to the grass, I think. Let me just make sure I don't have any more, because I think... Oh, we got a few more stacks here. But then we'll go... I do want to sprinkle some grass in. I've also got the bed items, because I like those so much more than I like the 3D texture on the beds. or on like the bed item. Let's see. Any creepers hiding out that I can kill? Doesn't look like it. Okay. In that case, we will go ahead and pull out our... Right, so we're going to do a line of grass, just so hopefully this spreads a bit faster. And I believe everything below is lit up, so it shouldn't be an issue of mobs spawning down there and making obnoxious noises, so that's good. I think, so like down here, it might be a good idea to try to build up the, or put the nether portal down there as a new spot, just because like the nether portal that we have now, while not in a terrible space necessarily, isn't in the, like, the best spot. And I want it to look better than just be in a box. So if you know what I'm saying, like it's just in a little stone brick box and doesn't look particularly good. So the sun is setting, so we might be able to get out of this rain here in a moment. Let me finish this line here and then grab our bed. But we can go. I think I'm gonna do grass on this here. We'll just do dirt with the rest. I think it goes so much faster if you don't keep hitting your feet on the edge of the block when you're shifting. Grass. Yeah, like when I'm getting stopped up, it is a decent amount slower. Let's just go over to here. Okay, now we'll just go along. We'll come back for it. Okay, well we're messing up now. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, it's getting out of hand. I'm placing too fast. Okay, that's this spot done, and let's move the rest of this over. Grab the rest of this. I can't quite reach. Just do this right here. I don't know how I feel about like the dirt rising up all that many blocks, but I'll probably replace it with something better looking. Like I might just do deep slate around all of this later, but for now it's fine enough. Okay, there's that. So we're gonna need to dig out all of this as well. But first, before we start digging anything, I want to get all of the non-diggable stuff filled in. Okay, and we need a little bit more dirt. So let's actually just, instead of grabbing it from the chest, we're just going to start pulling from here. Just need to clear out this area anyways. Should be more than enough. Okay, so that part is done. I think this is the last little bit. Let me just check. Yeah, because that needs to go lower, and yeah, so this is all we got left. I'm just gonna do like lines like this. Okay, and we are out again. I think one more run through here should do it. Let's grab a little bit more here. And grab our bed. Where did I put my bed? Let's pick all this up. see. There's the music. Am I out of... Man. We almost had enough. Okay, hopefully this will do it. I think I'm gonna be like 10 short unless I have more dirt than I think. That's unfortunate. One short. Oh, okay, there's some over there. So, still like, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 short, not 10. Okay. I was close. Alright. I think we're all good. Let's just double check. There's a spot right there. And then we gotta lower this down. And for some reason, I don't know how a cat would have gotten out here, but... Oh, it was probably down in this area. Also, I think I'm still getting more golems. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 of them now. I'm pretty sure at one point we had 3, and now they just keep multiplying. Oh, looks like there's actually a villager hanging out in there. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the how golem spawning works exactly. Especially in villages, and especially in a like capacity where you're not trying to make iron golems. Like, I know a little bit more about making them intentionally, but I don't know much about unintentional ones. We gotta chop down these trees, which is annoying because these trees are a pain to chop down. Which is why I haven't done it already. Oh, and they're like combined too. Let's go grab those. Luckily, the fast leaf decay makes it a tiny bit easier just to see where you're missing things. If I remove this, there's still one right there. A few right there. There's one right there. Is that it? Oh, and there. Fantastic. And down we go. Okay, back to digging. Okay, there's dirt around the outer edge. And our inventory is just about full, so I'm gonna pick up all these blocks, or as many as I can, and go throw some in the storage building. Let's see, do I have a spot for dirt yet? I don't think I do. Yes, I do. Let me actually just fill all of this in with grass as well. Okay, and this is for like tree stuff, wood, and just anything that goes with trees. We can get rid of most of the wood. Let's see, coal is up here. And the sun is setting. So we can watch the sunset while we sleep. Oh, yeah, this is what happens when you turn on the new shader that I was trying out. Another cat. Okay. One of these days I'm gonna have to go get some fish so I can tame them, because they will be very useful if I decide to put the creeper farm, which is coming soon. We'll probably do that once we're done expanding the village, and once we figure out what I want to do with the roof on the storage room, or storage building, facility even. But I haven't yet decided if I want to do creepers or if I would rather do just all mobs. All mobs is probably like easier to build, but harder in terms of just lighting everything up. Like I think to make it the most efficient, you have to light everything up really, really well. I guess you probably have to do that with anything. But I think if I do it right, I could make it fairly easy. Whenever I see somebody on YouTube building like a mob farm or something that requires chunks to be lit, I always I wonder if like just digging straight down would work. So like a torch needs to be placed every like 10 blocks or so just to make sure nothing spawns. Like in a grid pattern. So I wonder if I were to dig straight down every 10 blocks in like a 16 by 16 chunks. So that would be like 100 or 16 squared. It's like 200, 264 maybe. Because what's 16 times 10? That'd be 160. So, plus like 96. So 160 plus 96. 254. 256 blocks. Okay, yeah, 256 blocks. That's right. Like go in a 256 block diameter, so 128 block radius around the center of the mob farm, or wherever you're standing when you're sitting at the mob farm. And if you just go every 10 blocks, you would need like a few stacks of torches, but you could just dig straight down every 10 blocks, and anywhere you find a cave, you just place a torch. It would be 26 times 20, or so it'd be. I'm trying to think of like the square, with the like surface area almost, or like how many times you'd have to dig down. It would be. So if you're going over 10 blocks for 128 blocks, or 256 blocks, it'd be 26 times. It would be 26 times 26 holes that you'd have to dig. And that's math I can't do. Versus digging out an entire 256 by 256 area and then lighting the entire thing up in that area. But I also have to figure out how chunks work now, because I know they don't work quite the same as they used to. Did I just throw those in a random chest? I was not paying very close attention when I just went through the dirt in a chest. But so I need to figure out how chunks work exactly, because I think I'm not entirely sure how vertical chunks work, so I wonder if I build the farm high enough if I don't need to. Or I suppose I could just also build in an ocean. And then we don't have to worry about like surface spawns. I'm guessing that's the main method. Oh, my shovel's getting somewhat low. I should probably go and repair it shortly. We'll go in a moment. Let me just gather all this and finish this part over here. Okay, let's set our spawn here and then run to the Enderman farm. So got some unfriendlies here. Hello. I think we're good now. What do I have in these chests anyways? I know I've got the ender chest, but I've got mostly trash. Got some gravel and some cobble, which is somewhat useful. That's going to fill up my inventory quite a bit. Let me get that head. Give me the Enderman head, please. Thank you. Alright, that's repaired. Let's go ahead and let's just do everything while we're here. Okay, let's 2, that's 4. Now we need to throw out a bunch of ender pearls. We don't need those either. Our chest plate's not mended, but that's okay. It'll be a while before it runs out of durability, especially if I'm not wearing it. Perfect timing to go to sleep. Okay. Okay, that's all. That's pretty much all the dirt. Gravel too. Let's see. I think this is the level we're supposed to be on. Yep. I got a little bit more gravel. Just getting everything I can use a shovel on. Okay, and now we can get to work on all this stone. I'm gonna grab all the iron as well and go smelt that. Any other iron hanging around here? I don't think so. There's some coal there, but I'm just gonna leave that for now because it's in the floor. There's some iron right here. Okay, let's do that. And let's go put all this dirt and grass away. I think it was in here. Great. Did I? Let me just make sure that I didn't throw. I did throw off the dirt in the wrong chest. Okay. Thought maybe. So we're actually full up on dirt, so that means we should probably make a separate chest just for grass. There's the dirt. And there's the grass. Okay. Let's throw our iron in the blast furnace here. And then Enderman heads on the wall. Let's go straight across. Actually, let's just do the top layer. And then we'll go for the bottom layer. I wish I knew what was the most efficient, but oh well. I also wish I had a beacon, but that is a problem for another day. Because I do not have the necessary things to get a wither at the moment. Okay. We've got all of this dug out now. Digged. We'll just fill that in for now with cobble. So, not too bad. I think that will give us a decent amount more space. So, I think next up, this is probably going to do it for us today. That's probably all the progress I'll make. Oh, hang on, I gotta ban somebody. Okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we finished this, so I think I'm gonna light it up, and then we're gonna end the stream, and then just like, sort of go over the rest. I think what I still need to do over here is finish flattening it out because there's still just this house here and this well and all of that, like all of this right here could probably be raised up a bit. I probably won't get around to that today. But then we also need to start working on the walls. It's going to require a very large amount of deep slate because if we look over, so if we let's just math this out real quick. So we're at this is F3 or yeah. If we look at our x coordinate, we're at negative 969. So if we go over all the way to over here, 969 to 1063. That's almost 100 blocks. And so it's just for this wall, we need. I'm doing very round math here. So it's like. Oh, is my reach just really far in FreeCam? So that's we'll say 2 stacks of deep slate, stack and a half of deep slate per 1 block tall it is, and we're probably gonna do 5-6 blocks tall for the walls. So 1.5 times 6. That's 9 stacks plus having 3 blocks thick roughly. So that'll be 18 stacks for this wall, another 18 for that wall, and then I think it's let's look because if we go up, it's roughly a square. So it's it's probably about the same. So it's probably like 48 plus stacks of deep slate. So that's going to be a lot of farming that I'm going to have to do, and that's not even to mention just random differentiation in height. Because if you look here, this isn't going to be going all the way down and then just have a straight up uh, incline. It's going to have to be like a gradual incline. Like we'll probably honestly start here and then just work our way up from there, as opposed to like going low and then doing like a. Well, how tall is it? This is like 12 blocks, I think, and this is probably about the same. It's gonna have to be almost a right angle. Um, like it's definitely an undertaking. So we're gonna need a lot of deep slate if we're gonna build walls around all of this. Um, so that is going to be a lot of resource farming. And until we get that, I probably won't stream. And actually, depends on what we want to do next episode. Because I do want to get a start on the creeper farm at some point. That's also going to take a massive amount of resources. It's really just taking the time to mine blocks, which is uh, really all this has turned out to be is just get as many resources as possible. Uh, I think it's an interesting thing that is there a zombie under here? It's become less trying to survive and more so just trying to get enough resources so I can build the things. Where is the zombie at? It was over here. So is it in a cave? Oh. Oh, I hate that so much. Let me... to my left a little bit. Right here. Okay, let's light that up. I'm not jumping down there. But yeah, it's just absurd amounts of resource gathering to build whatever our next big project is. So if there's a gap, that is why. That's because I need to spend some time doing some resource gathering in order to do whatever it is I plan to do next. But I do find it funny that it's this hardcore Minecraft series has become less about I might die and more so about how many resources can I get, and if I don't have those, I just can't build um anything on the scale that I'm looking for anyway. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream and video if you're watching on YouTube. But thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video or stream. Bye bye.